I don't see a point in that intro. That's probably the worst intro I've ever made. And notice this, there isn't really, the stream resolution isn't like my last video. I'm still trying to figure things out. It's so confusing, you know? There's so much math involved. I don't like math. I failed math. And when it comes to math, I'm just a failure. But when it comes to stuff like Call of
Sometimes bad games in Call of Duty, but actually math can help you in basketball. It really can. And sometimes in basketball, when you're wanting to see your average, that's the one thing I know how to do in math. I know how to average up like my math grades, and I know how to average up like my average points or whatever. But anything else, just I don't know how to do anything but that. And in this game, this is actually round two of the playoffs in my player. And thing that happened is I got with the Portland Trailblazers in the first round, and right before the first round, we played the Portland Trailblazers. It was our last game of the season, and they beat us terribly. And look at Ginobili cheesing. Well, like I was saying, the Trailblazers, they beat us really bad. They beat us by like 20. It seemed like we couldn't stop them in any way. And then all of a sudden, I noticed we tore them up the whole series. And that was kind of because I didn't let up. Notice how I was averaging 41 points. I didn't let up the whole series because I knew if I did, they were going to take over. And look at this cheese. What the heck? Goodness, somebody bots him out. And Devin Harris is back from his injury or whatever. Yeah, I'm not liking that because that's got me playing the shooting guard, which means I'm not getting as many alley oops as I was. For some reason, it somehow messes with that. But I'm still getting. Actually, I think I'm getting more points because I'm not passing as much. I'm actually just doing what I want with the ball instead of passing, which can be a good thing and that can be a bad thing. We play more as a team with me as a point guard, but now it's kind of like I do a lot of isolation. I've actually learned some dribble moves. Dribble moves is something I didn't know, so I looked it up on YouTube because I was getting tired of seeing YouTube videos. Chris Smooth out there doing all these dribble moves, and I didn't know how to do it. So I looked it up on YouTube, and I figured out how to do all these dribble moves. And I've said dribble moves like 16 times, but it doesn't matter. Once I figured it out, it was so easy. It was so simple. I'm like, how did I not know how to do that? And Tony Parker, just there's the bench. There's the bench right there. I shoot in your eye. There's the bench. And then, oh boy, oh boy, who are you? Was that Tim Duncan? There's the bench. There's the bench. No, but really, the Spurs. It's hard to get around the Spurs. They have a good defensive team. And oh, is that Blair? There's the bench. There is the bench. There's the bench. Just go. But like I was saying, it's hard. They're a hard team to play. And look at Devin Harris getting the steal. And then my pass, I wanted to oop that, but I was kind of scared because the game was close. I wanted to get like ahead and stuff. And then, look at my steal. And then what was that? That was a bad turnover. I don't know. I don't even think that was a turnover. I think like my player just cheesed me, and it does that all the time. And I was thinking if this doesn't go, it went. But my player, it sometimes seems like it doesn't do what you want it to. You know what I mean? Like you're going somewhere and the animation like tricks you and makes you go the other way. I think I made a video and it showed me getting stuck in the stands or something like that. And it's not funny because I'm over there trying to get out of the stands and it wouldn't let me out. Uh, they just let me do that too much. I couldn't really get to the hoop, but I guess they didn't read the scouting report. The scouting report.
Who reads the scouting report? I really can shoot some threes on this game. I don't know. It's easier. It's really easy. I mean, once you got it, like I think once it got a little too high, it became harder to shoot threes. I don't know. Did Tim Duncan like ignore me a second ago when I was like trying to do like a layup and whatever? He ignored me. He just looked down on me, like I wasn't gonna score or whatever. And then, oh, hey Ginobili, there's the bench. There's the bench. There is the bench. Good lord. Oh boy, I scared Tim Duncan out of scoring just now. That was a that was an alley oop pass, and it went in the goal. That's like the worst bad pass ever. And I was actually going to shoot that shot. I called for the ball. I wanted to rub it in, be ready for the next game, make a statement. My players hype. We're going to win the championship. No, I don't know. The Heat are pretty much annihilating everything. Well, anyway, there you go.